One thing our soul knows, it's what it does not want to hear because it's true. Hi, I'm Melissa Hunter, and you may know me from a lot of other different YouTube things that I do. I review dolls, I talk about mental health, I just do a bunch of different things. On this channel here, I'm going to be exploring my witchy ways, as I call them, in my own little head. But you can see the video that explains my spiritual and religious beliefs. I'll put the link down below. It's on my other channel, where I kind of, I guess, a little bit came out of the broom closet, sort of, for a bunch of people who didn't know. But anyway, that's not the topic of this. The topic of this video is going to be a quick introduction to pick-a-card readings, because I discovered them a few months ago, and I was like, how the heck does this work? How could it possibly work, was the first question. And then the second question was, how does it work? So I realized that how could that possibly work is easy to answer. It's because it's all about energy. And when you're talking about energy, time and space have no meaning. You know, if you know anything about physics or science, you know that we now realize that things are entangled at great distances through time, in different types of space. And that is part of the reason that intuitives are able to do what we're able to do. And then spiritually, it totally makes sense because, well, we are all spirits or souls inhabiting a human body. So we're two different things going on in one place. And I believe that our soul is eternal. It is also not tethered by space and time the same way our earthly bodies are. But then, so how do the pick-a-card readings work, though? How the heck does that work? It's about lining up the energies. So that's why the pick-a-card method, the way that it is being done on YouTube, actually works. Because I was like, everybody's doing the same thing. What the heck? But why does it work? It's because in the letting you sort of hone in on a certain pile or a certain image or a certain object, that is the part where the energies start to align, even though the person who is doing the reading has pre-recorded it. You know, live readings are live readings, but most of them are pre-recorded. On a pre-recorded reading, you still need to reach across time and space to line up the energies. And so that picking of something is sort of like a calibration tool. And then once you're calibrated with the reader or the intuitive, then you start to hear and feel the message that applies to you. Couple of quick things that I want to say, and I will probably say this in every reading that I do to some extent, is that if when you're hearing a message, you've picked a pile and you're like, yeah, this is really, wow, this is like, oh my gosh, you're really talking about me. If you get a very excited, like, vibrational feeling, like, oh my gosh, yes, yes, that's me, oh my gosh, I'm not talking to you. Because that kind of super high energy feeling is actually a grasping type of energy. That is like a forcing energy. I'm talking about something that you want very badly, that you are trying to force into existence. And if you're trying to force something, when you hear it and somebody says that, oh, this is coming for you, you get super excited about it. So I'm not talking to you if that's how you feel. If, as you're listening to me talk, you're overcome with a sense of peace, or just like a really kind of smooth, velvety kind of, yeah, oh my gosh, yeah, that's me. Oh wow, yeah, that totally, wow, that totally checks out. But there's like a honey smoothness to it. It's a good vibe. It's a peaceful vibe. Then I'm talking to you. Yay! And if I say something and you get really pissed off, I am definitely talking to you. Because there is one thing our soul knows, it's what it does not want to hear because it's true. That is brutal when it happens. But if I piss you off, go back 10 seconds, listen again, and then really know it's for you. And then from there, just try to deal with whatever just pissed you off. And so that's how the pick a card readings work. You're kind of aligning your energies with the reader through space and time. You're led to choose something, you align that energy, and then you take the messages that work for you, that work for you in whatever way is best for you. And the other stuff that doesn't make sense, well, it wasn't meant for you. Or maybe it'll make sense later. So that's the simplicity of how it works. And once I realized that, and then I was really engaging with some readers, and I would just sit there and I would be like, wow. Wow. And here's another interesting thing. You can watch the same reading on a different day. Pick the same pile and get a different message. Pick a different pile, get a different message. Pick a different pile and end up with the same message. Because that's how this stuff works. It's very non-linear, and it's always a little mind-blowing. But if you're mind-blown in a way that feels peaceful and smooth and like, wow, that's cool, you're on track. So I look forward to kind of honing my skills in this genre. I'm really curious what's going to happen, because I'm about to do it. I'm about to flip the camera around and I'm about to do my first pick a card reading, and I'm really hoping that it's going to come through. So I look forward to seeing you on that first video. But comment down below if you think that I'm onto something about how these readings work, and if you kind of get the same sort of vibe that like sometimes I can get a different message from the same set of cards in the same reading. It's pretty interesting. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again real soon. Bye!